casino said, quote, "We do not consider unruly behavior and an unsafe environment to be compliments shouted at George." I'm Kevin Carr.
There's a new warning about shellfish from the Pacific Northwest. Lisa Dwyer has details.
The Food and Drug Administration is saying that consumers should avoid shellfish from Oregon and Washington state. They may be contaminated by toxins that cause paralytic shellfish poisoning, or PSP, a naturally occurring toxin produced by algae. Elevated levels of toxins were first detected in shellfish along Oregon's coast on May 17th. Since then, at least 31 people in Oregon have been sickened. Symptoms range from a numbing sensation to full respiratory paralysis. The Pacific Northwest shellfish industry employs more than 3,000 people and generates more than $270 million a year. I'm Lisa Dwyer.
Maybe apes make the best doctors. An orangutan appears to have used a medicinal plant to treat its own wound. Correspondent Ben Thomas reports.
Researchers in Indonesia have observed an orangutan who had a raw, ugly wound on his right cheek, apparently treated successfully using leaves from a medicinal plant. We've tried people throughout Southeast Asia to treat pain and inflammation. Scientists believe the adult male, named Racus, may have sustained the wound in a fight with another animal. In the Journal of Scientific Reports, they report observing him pluck and chew the plant's leaves, use his fingers to apply the juices to the injury, then press the remainder to cover the open wound like a makeshift bandage. Photos show it healed within a month without problems. Previous research has documented several species of great apes foraging for medicines. Scientists hadn't yet seen an animal treat itself this way. I'm Ben Thomas.
America in the Morning for Tuesday, June 11th, 2024. It's produced by Jeff McKay. Senior producer Kevin Delaney. I'm John Trouts. This is Westwood One.
With Kevin Elkins in the morning, Dan Bongino for the midday, and Sean Hannity for your afternoon. It's News Radio 1440 all day. It's News Radio 1440 WLWI AM, the home of the Dan Bongino Show. Also on 95.1 HD3 FM, Montgomery, Alabama, a Cumulus media station. This is the CBS News World News Roundup, sponsored by O'Reilly Auto Parts.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez. We begin in the Middle East, where Secretary of State Blinken is hoping to get both Israel and Hamas to agree to a U.S.-crafted ceasefire plan for Gaza. Correspondent Cameron McCormick has our top story. Blinken spoke with Israeli hostage families gathered outside his hotel in Tel Aviv. He welcomed the statement from Hamas that it approved the UN-backed ceasefire deal, but there's been no word from Hamas leadership inside Gaza.
That's what counts, and that's what we don't have yet. Everyone has said yes, except for Hamas.
Blinken is now in Jordan meeting with Arab leaders, hoping to convince them to put more pressure on Hamas. Chinese police say they've arrested a 55-year-old man in a stabbing attack on 4 instructors from Iowa's Cornell College public park in Jilin City. CBS's Roxana Subiri.
Iowa State Representative
lot of discontent with Congress right now. And particularly, there's a lot of support both for term limits and for age limits.
They're bracing for more scorching heat in the southwest and torrential tropical rain in the southeast. Odyssey meteorologist Craig Allen.
There will be some downpours that produce 1 to 2, locally up to 3 inches of rain per hour. That's where flash flood warnings would be issued. But in general, a flood watch is in effect for the southern quarter of the state of Florida.
Edmonton scored first in last night's Game 2 of the Stanley Cup Final, but Florida roared back on ABC. The Panthers beat the Oilers 4-1 to go up 2 games to none. S&P futures are down 17, Dow futures off 165. This is CBS News.
Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Prescriptions require online consultation. Healthcare provider will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same but is 95% cheaper? And you can get it online at hims.com/joy. Through HIMS, you'll get a free medical consultation to determine the ED medication that's best for you. Discreet shipping if prescribed, a 100% online process, and a range of treatment options, including trusted generic alternatives to the name brands, at up to 95% off. ED is personal, and at HIMS, so is treating it. Just go to hims.com/joy and get connected to a licensed medical provider online for free, with zero copay, no expensive appointments, and no awkward face-to-face conversations. To start your free online visit, you need to go to this exclusive address, hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy for your free online visit, hims.com/joy.
There's another terrifying Disney remake in the works.
Disney's iconic Steamboat Willie entered the public domain earlier this year, and much like Mickey's pal Winnie the Pooh, someone's now turning it into a horror movie. Screamboat will follow a group of New Yorkers on a late-night ferry ride that turns deadly when a scary mouse goes on a rampage. The guy playing murderous Mickey is the same guy who stars in the Terrifier franchise. You know, the movie is making people throw up and pass out. No telling if this will have the same effect, but Screamboat debuts in theaters next year. Monica Ricks, CBS News.
Southern Baptists opened their annual 2-day meeting in Indianapolis today, and issues affecting women will take center stage. Delegates are expected to vote on tightening restrictions on women in pastoral leadership positions and whether to condemn the use of in vitro fertilization. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
When someone drives up to your house, generally the first thing they see is your driveway, your invitation. Someday when you sell your home, your driveway will be the first to speak for how well you've maintained this investment. Hi, this is Tom Latham with Penny Earn and Concrete Technology. Call us today for all of your concrete needs, your driveway and your swimming pool, as well as complete outdoor living areas, fire pits, fireplaces, stamped and patterned patios, retainer walls, and drainage systems to complete the outdoor living area. Our team's been together for many years, and our goal is to be the best. We have ideas to share and hundreds of pictures on Facebook posted for your viewing. For years, you've seen our trucks in your streets and our signs in your neighbors' yards. Isn't it time you called 334-284-9292? And do follow us on Facebook for hundreds of pictures of current and past projects. Call Penny Earn today, 334-284-9292. 334-284-9292.
Attention foodies and sponsors, get ready for the culinary event of the year. Cumulus Media presents Food, the ultimate tasting event, June 28th at the RSA Exposition. Picture this, all the top restaurants in the river region gathered in one place, offering mouth-watering samples of their signature dishes. It's a feast for the senses. You won't want to miss it. But here's the best part. We're looking for a few more sponsors to join us in making this event even more spectacular. Partner with us and get your brand in front of hundreds of eager food. Showcase television. Spaces are limited, so sign up now. For more details on sponsorship packages and how to get involved, visit this station's website, Spoon, where the flavors of the river region come alive. June 28th. See y'all there.
To get your restaurant involved, or For sponsorship opportunities to Spoons, just visit this station's website and click on the tab labeled Spoons. Spoons, when the flavors of overreaching come alive.
The doctor's office that mixed up your files has your social security number. The power company that mistakenly cut your service has your payment info and last three addresses. Your info is in endless places that could accidentally expose your info to identity theft. That's why LifeLock monitors millions of data points every second. If your identity's stolen, they'll fix it guaranteed or your money back. Save up to 40% your first year with promo code PLAY at LifeLock.com. Terms apply.
Hey, John, what's so glum? I just got let go. The company's downsizing. This is the third time in the last 2 years. I'm done with this. Have you thought about My Computer Career? I've heard they can train you for a career in IT in just a few months, including cybersecurity and the basics of AI.
Thank you for calling Guardian Credit Union.
It's a recession-resistant career. Wow, thanks. I'll check them out.
Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation. mycomputercareer.edu. Financial aid is available for qualified students, including
Trustworthy.
Please leave.
Dependable. We are your news station. News Radio 1440. Your WSFA First Alert Weather Forecast on News Radio 1440.
Equipment. Grab great gearhead gifts your dad will love, like tools, parts, and collectibles, or give the perfect card, a Summit Racing gift card. Shop SummitRacing.com. Use promo code RADIO for $10 off an order of $100 or more. Exclusions apply. Offer ends June 23rd, 2024.
Lower humidity has arrived. It is actually a comfortable morning down in the 60s. Today will be very warm again, but the humidity stays low. We're up around 89 degrees with a mix of sun and clouds. Tonight, comfortable again down into the 60s with a few clouds around, and we'll have a mix of sun and clouds again tomorrow with highs in the lower 90s. Still low humidity. Then the heat is on, mid and upper 90s Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
That's your first alert forecast. I'm meteorologist Tyler Seabury for News Radio 1440.
Montgomery Skywatch traffic brought to you by Sons Automotive, family owned, family driven on News Radio 1440.
Also finishing an accident with blood at Taylor Road. High school students jumpstart UConn's career with no limited state. Turn of the state today's college for tomorrow. Thanks a lot, Dixon Law. Government Skywatch traffic consists major delay. Good morning, I'm Jed Davis. Here's what's happening in the news on this Tuesday. Police are still looking for answers on a recent triple homicide in Montgomery. Authorities are looking for 3 people involved in the shooting deaths of George Elijah Jr., Daniel Lopez, and Ramiro Lopez. The Montgomery County DA says the focus right now is giving justice to the victims' families. Right now, the DA's office has a backlog of more than 250 criminal cases. As for the victims, George Elijah Jr.'s funeral service is set for today at 11 at Lutheran Memory Chapel. Ramiro and Daniel Lopez's funeral is set for next Tuesday at the Capitol Free Church of the Nazarene. Crime Stoppers is offering a $5,000 reward in this case. If you know anything, call 215-STOP. Quick action by Montgomery police put on a two bank robber behind bars within hours. Lane Blanchard was charged with first-degree robbery. It happened Monday morning on Carmichael Road near Perry Hill Road at Liberty Bank. Nobody was hurt. That's your news on this Tuesday. I'm Jed Davis for WSFA 12 News.
You see miracles all the time at our children's hospital, but miracles never come easy. That's why, as great as children's hospitals are, they need our support to keep miracles happening. Put your money where the miracles are. Support your Children's Miracle Network Hospital.
My name is Tom Thornton.
And my name is Cindy Thornton. We're retired, and this is how we live united.
We decided to volunteer with United Way at our community free health clinic.
United Way is how we contribute, because we know our time and money are going to the right places.
Judging by the thank yous we get at the clinic, I'd say we're doing the right thing with our retirement, too. We're Tom and Cindy Thornton. We volunteer at our community free health clinic. We don't just wear the shirt.
We live it.
Give, advocate, volunteer, live united. Go to liveunited.org. Brought to you by United Way and the Ad Council.
Hi, I'm Dr. Laura Felucci with today's tip for kids from the American Academy of Pediatrics. Getting ready for a new baby is a busy time. An important decision is how you will feed your baby. Breastfeeding will give your baby the best start in life. Breast milk is easy to digest, and it has all the nutrients your baby needs. Breast milk protects babies from diseases and infections and the close physical contact creates a special bond. If you have questions about breastfeeding, talk with your pediatrician and visit healthychildren.org.
Did you know that Alabama law requires all pets to be currently vaccinated against rabies? This is State Public Health Veterinarian D. Jones. Rabies vaccination not only protects dogs and cats from the deadly virus, it also reduces the risk to the owners who can unknowingly be exposed by their unvaccinated pets. Help us protect you, your family, and your pet by getting them vaccinated today.
This message brought to you by the Alabama Department of Public Health and the station.
This weekend, cheer on Olympic hopefuls as they compete for a spot in the Paris 2024 Olympic Games at Montgomery Whitewater. Montgomery Whitewater is partnering with the American Canoe Association and the U.S. Olympic and Paralympic Committees to bring the canoe column Montgomery this weekend. Festivities begin this Thursday night with Olympic themed trivia at Eddie's Restaurant. Live music starts Friday night on the patio at 2 p.m. Team trial races start at 9 a.m. Saturday and Sunday with live music at 5 p.m. Saturday night. For more info, check out MontgomeryWhitewater.com.
The news you need, the news you can trust, the news you depend on. News Radio 1440. More at NewsRadio1440.com. You need to reset, refocus on your day. The moment where you take a deep breath and change the focus from the problem to the problem solver. This is Decisions with Kevin Elkins.
And good morning, Montgomery, Alabama. It is time to rise and shine once again, if you can. For it's one more day, one more, that you're on top of the ground, and the ground's not on top of you. Good morning to you. I'm Kevin Elkins, and this is News Radio 1440. It is time for our daily bread, a word from on high, something that will change your perspective or give you a new one. Either way, it's good for the soul. Good morning to you. It is June the 11th, 2024. It is a day that has never been, and it is a day that shall never, ever be again. Today's daily bread is simply entitled Shebna's Grave. And the scripture insight today comes from Isaiah 22:15-24. We'll start off with Revelation 14 and 13, which reads, "Blessed are the dead who die in the Lord." Govern yourselves accordingly. And again, it is June the 11th. It is a day that has never been. It is a day that once it is gone, you don't get a do-over. You don't get it back. You don't get to summon it from the past. You don't get to come back and do all the things today that you were supposed to that you don't. And you certainly don't get a chance to come back and undo the things that you do. So be mindful. It's a once-in-a-lifetime deal, and you don't get a do-over. If you lived a while, you've seen, you've heard many, many, many yesterdays. And if we are blessed and given the grace, mercy, love, and clarity and charity of God, we may, I'm not sure, we may see some tomorrows. But if tomorrow should never be, then it is this day. That is the first day of the rest of our lives. What are we going to do with it? Well, do what you can, while you can, for whom you can. Because whether you admit it or not, somebody, someplace along the way, extended their hand of help to you. We can do no less. So give somebody a hand. And when you give the hand, let it go. Bishop Elijah May said, whatever we do in life, we should do it so well, no man living, no man dead, no man yet to be born can do it any better. And I say that is the standard by which you live life. You'll always, always be successful. Oh, you'll fail at a thing or two. We all do. But you are never a failure until you quit. We say give out if you must, rest if you can. But you never quit. You never give up. Because quitters never win. And winners, oh, they may lose a thing or two, a time or two, but they don't quit. My mother said nothing beats a failure but a try. one foot in front of the other. It's all it takes to move forward. And every once in a while, don't be afraid to ask for some help. After all, that's why we have two hands rather than one, so we can extend one. Shebna's grave. That is our daily bread for today, June the 11th, 2024. And no matter what happens on this day, good, bad, or indifferent, it is still a great day to be alive. Good morning to you. We'll be back after our daily bread. Aren't you excited? One more day on top of the ground.
Thanks for joining me for today's encouragement from Our Daily Bread. Our reading titled Shebna's Grave was written by Tim Gustafson. Irish poet W.B. Yeats wanted to be buried under Ben Bulben, a stately flat-topped mountain after which he titled one of his last poems. The poem's final line is etched onto his gravestone. Cast a cold eye on life, on death. Horsemen pass by. Much speculation has taken place over what this means. Perhaps it's the poet's acknowledgement of the reality of both life and death. Regardless, Yeats got his wish about where he was buried and what his gravestone would say. But the cold truth is that life goes on without us, indifferent to our departure. During a dire time in Judah's history, Shebna, a palace administrator, made a tomb for himself to ensure his legacy after death. But God, through his prophet Isaiah, told him in Isaiah chapter 22, "Who gave you permission to cut out a grave for yourself here, hewing your grave on the height and chiseling your resting place in the rock?" The prophet told him, "God will roll you up tightly like a ball and throw you into a large country. There you will die." Shebna had missed the point. What matters isn't where we're buried. What matters is who we serve. Those who serve Jesus have this immeasurable comfort. Blessed are the dead who die in the Lord, says Revelation 14:13. We serve a God who's never indifferent to our departure. He anticipates our arrival and welcomes us home. The scripture reading for today from Our Daily Bread is Isaiah chapter 22, verses 15 through 24. This is what the Lord Almighty says. Go say to this steward, to Shebna, the palace administrator, what are you doing here? And who gave you permission to cut out a grave for yourself here, hewing your grave on the height and chiseling your resting place in the rock? Beware, the Lord is about to take firm hold of you and hurl you away, you mighty man. He will roll you up tightly like a ball and throw you into a large country. There you will die. And there the chariots you were so proud of will become a disgrace to your master's house. I will depose you from your office, and you will be ousted from your position. In that day, I will summon my servant, Eliakim, son of Hilkiah. I will clothe him with your robe, and fasten your sash around him, and hand your authority over to him. He will be a father to those who live in Jerusalem, and to the people of Judah. I will place on his shoulder the key to the house of David. What he opens, no one can shut, and what he shuts, no one can open. I will drive him like a peg into a firm place. He will become a seat of honor for the house of his father. All the glory of his family will hang on him, its offspring and offshoots, all its lesser vessels, from the bowls to all the jars. Would you pray with me? Father in heaven, please help us to keep life and death in perspective, making the most of our time here to share your love and forgiveness with all of those around us, while also living with anticipation for the time we'll be in eternity with you. Thank you, Lord. It's in Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Thanks for joining me. I'm Stephen Tabor, and today's encouragement was provided by Our Daily Bread Ministries.
And now it's time to rise and shine. This morning, you've got the word. I was just thinking to myself a couple seconds ago, 42 years ago, there I was, set in that great place called Deutschland. Yes, in a great place, an old place called Baumholder, Germany. I'm trying to figure out how to go AWOL. I hated it over there. Anyway, good morning to you. But they had the Fulda Gap, Grafenwehr, and all the rest of them places out there. Couldn't go nowhere anyway, so I just sucked it up and did my 2 years and came home. And then good morning to you. It's time to rise and shine as we pay homage to our armed forces of the United States of America, even the ones over in Baumholder, Germany. Yeah, when you were in Baumholder, you knew that you were overseas. Okay, now if you was in Grafenwehr, if you was in either Oberstein or if you were in Ramstein, yeah, it was like being in the States. No big deal. Kaiserslautern, yeah, those people know what I'm talking about. Yeah, you didn't feel like you was in Germany. Oh yeah, well we was out in the woods. Matter of fact, it reminds me of Toggerville. That's how far out in the woods it was. Anyway, good morning to you. It's time to rise and shine if you can. It's one more day above the ground. And if we pay homage to all of our armed forces, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Coast Guard, and Space Force. I don't exactly know what Space Force does, but they're part of the family. But I don't know if they've earned their wings yet, but we'll see. Good morning to you. Also, good morning to my local heroes. Hey, listen, I told the mayor and them about those trucks you guys ride around. It look like you're going on the chain gang. Yeah, Mayor, it's time to trade those old trucks in. Brother sitting back there with mops and buckets and stuff like that with a window on the side of the truck. Come on, man. You know them green trucks go down the street when you see them? I think they're going to chain gang. Come on, man. Hey, it's 2024. We got to have a new image. Okay, no wonder nobody wants to work for the city. Like you're going to jail. I think that is the maintenance department. Hey, I'm trying to help you guys. Let them take you out to trucks, okay? I mean, you seen those trucks going down the street, right? They're green. You got the brothers sitting there in their orange stuff like that. They're going down. I mean, you think you should move up because somebody's finna jump out the truck and jump on you. I mean, come on, man. Mayor, Chip. All right, let's do something about that. At least paint the trucks a different color. Paint them yellow or something. There's only one thing ugly than those trucks, and that's school buses. But yellow's good. That way everybody see you coming. Army, Navy, Coast Guard, Air Force, and of course, Space Force, plus United States Marines. As long as you hear those songs first thing in the morning, you know the Chinese or the Russians haven't taken us over yet. But I believe we got 4 more years of Biden. Somebody take us over. All right, good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm feeling pretty good this morning. I feel pretty good, everyone. Any morning above the ground, it's a reason to celebrate and be thankful. Okay, so no sense in, so no matter what happens to you this day, it could be worse. Okay, it could be worse. Okay, it could be worse. Yeah, so just deal with it. Trials of life are for exercise, and they're just to make us stronger. They don't, you don't live back there. Okay. Oh man, I got a great. Where's my thing in here? Well, first of all, before I do anything, let me tell you about one of our sponsors this morning, Penny Earn Technologies. Penny Earn. That's right. Your home is your investment. So take your driveway, for instance. It's the invitation to your home. So let Penny Earn Technologies help to protect your investment. So if you sell your home, your driveway speaks to how well you've maintained it. Penny Earn can help you, that's right, with all of your concrete needs. Your driveway, your swimming pool, your entire outdoor living space. And a lot more of us are living outside now, so that's important. Well, not living outside, but being outside more, especially in the South. Fire pits, fireplaces, stamped and patterned patios, retainer walls, and drainage system. Everything to complete your outdoor living area. So call Tom Latham. Tom, yeah, this okay. He won't hear you now, but call him on the phone. Okay, and Penny Earn. Okay, I'll give you that number in a second here. Call Tom Latham and his team at 284-9292. That's 334-284-9292. They've been together for a very long time, and their main goal is to be the best at what they do. Okay, and they are. I went over there the other day, as a matter of fact, and checked them out when they were doing things. So their goal is not only to be the best, but treat you like you're the best. Okay? So check them out on Facebook and see hundreds of pictures of current and past projects. Call Penny Earn Technologies today, right now. 334-284-9292. All right? Get them early. If nobody answers the phone yet, well, leave a message. They'll call you back. All right? Penny Earn Technologies. Oh, Tom Latham in the game. Yeah, I did go over there today because I never was interested in concrete until I actually started sponsoring the show. I mean, what's concrete? I mean, I don't know. But I went over there and I've seen some of the work they do, and it really is. And so if you got a house that you want to, I'm not what do you call those people who devalue your house? I don't know what they call them, appraised or anything like that. But I got to tell you, having one of these apparatuses that they build, put in your house, can only make your house worth more money. So give them a call. I'm just telling you. Have them come over, check it out, tell them what you want to do, and let them talk to you. Seriously, I mean, you need to do that. Okay. 284-9292. All right. Anyway, good morning to all of you. Hope this day finds you well. Oh, I got to put this thing. I forgot my little banner thing there. There we go. Okay, on my Facebook feed thing there. I got a guy who's going to help with the Facebook thing too, because I'm not very good at social media uh, 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 marketing, whatever you call it. I'm just not very good. I just got it because 4 years ago they sold me this program, and I just bought it for the hell of it. I don't know what I'm doing with it. Let you video things and stuff like that. I got a lot of things to talk about there. I really do. I just don't want to get too serious. First of all, another thing. Hey, does anybody know when do you have to start putting money in the meter? Okay, because I can't afford any more tickets. So what time do you have to put money in the meter, in the city meter? Does anybody know? You can text me 901-5022 or call me 860-1440. Either way, I just need to know what time I got to do it, because these tickets keep loading up. Next thing you know, I'm going to be coming to work one morning and the popo's going to be out there taking me to jail. I got too many tickets already. I got 2 of them. I haven't been down and pay them yet, but I plan to pay them. I really do. I'm not gonna stick it to the man. I'm just gonna pay the tickets. Good morning. Like I didn't know who it was. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All righty. Good morning. Who's this? Morning, sir. Yeah. But I'm afraid that they'll probably figure out that that was 10 years, and he only went 10 years back. So which means that yeah, I don't know. I don't even know if I'll be able to drive in 10 years. I mean, you know where your mind goes. So I'm hoping. I don't even know if I'll be here. I don't know. You might be right. Since I may not be here, I'll have to pay it. I do. Yes, I do. I do run with the big dogs. I'm glad you acknowledged that. But I don't think I'm a big dog. Sometimes the little dog can pick up some crumbs along the way, and figure out how to feed itself. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah. I just run with the big dog, but I'm not a big dog. And they let me. Yeah. Mhm. Well, if I'm a big dog, though, I mean, rank has its privilege. I mean, you don't treat a sergeant like a private. You don't treat a lieutenant like a captain or a colonel. I mean, and that just rank has its privilege. Yeah, yeah, that's true. Well, that's true too. And we need to right, right, right. But we really do need to get rid of them trucks. Though. Them trucks are ugly. It makes it look like these guys are headed to the chain gang. Mm. Yeah. It was a record coming, Death Row Records, but I don't know if they still exist. I thought that was the guy who got killed, Suge Knight or somebody like that. I don't know, Big Cheese or something like that. I don't know. Yeah. Well, okay. Well, maybe after they hit somebody going down the street, that they figure that's where they're gonna be. Yeah. Okay. All right. Appreciate it. Yeah, my son's got a challenger. Good morning. Hope that wasn't him. Good morning. Yeah. Pretty good. Oh, okay. Wow. All right then. That's good information to know, I think. All right. Appreciate it. It is 7:36 in the morning. A lot of things to talk about today. And I forgot to talk about some of these things yesterday. But first of all, let me give you lessons of life today. You know, there's a quality, there's an attribute that is missing today, especially among our youngsters today. And it was kind of forced on us back in the day. But one of the things that you should always do, always do, regardless of what somebody else does, and that is to show respect, even to people who don't deserve it or don't respect you. Not because of their character, but as a reflection of yours. And my mother used to say, you show older people respect whether you like them or not, because that's who you are. And in today's world, sometimes we don't seem to do that too much, but show respect even to people who don't deserve it, not as a reflection of their character, but as a reflection of who you are. Okay? It is June the 11th, the 162nd day of this year. And as we go along, I'm just going to do a couple of things that go on this day. I know people don't, but see, I do this when nobody's on the phone. That way I can educate you guys on some of the things that happen on this day. And it is a good, a lot of things happen on this day, whether you know it or not. The word of the day. I do the word of the, I'm not going to do this too much until school starts back. If I live and nothing happens, that way teach them a new word so they can use words besides the rap words. Okay. Word of the day. This word means a strong desire to do or to achieve something, typically requiring determination. Yeah, here's one. Here's one, and hard work. Okay, again, this word, a strong desire to do or to achieve something, typically requiring determination and hard work. What is that a definition of? You might know what that's a definition of. Well, after this break, I'll come back and tell you. So here's the definition. If you know the word, call a brother. A strong desire to do or to achieve something, typically requiring determination. And here's another word that seems to be missing: hard work. We'll be back.
A first alert weather forecast on News Radio 1440.
Sponsored by Indeed.com. Need to hire? You need Indeed. Their end-to-end solution helps you attract, interview, and hire candidates all year round. Schedule and conduct virtual interviews right from your Indeed dashboard. Learn more by visiting Indeed.com/credit.
Lower humidity has arrived. It is actually a comfortable morning down in the 60s. Today will be very warm again, but the humidity stays low. We're up around 89 degrees with a mix of sun and clouds. Tonight, comfortable again down into the 60s with a few clouds around, and we'll have a mix of sun and clouds again tomorrow with highs in the lower 90s, still low humidity. Then the heat is on, mid and upper 90s Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. That's your first alert forecast. I'm meteorologist Tyler Seabury for News Radio 1440.
Montgomery Skywatch traffic brought to you by Sons Automotive, family owned, family driven on News Radio 1440.
Good morning, Montgomery. Right now, things are looking good. Nothing's being reported by the authorities that would send anyone on an alternate route. Check with the surrounding counties. They're clear. Looking at your traffic flow maps, no big backups or slowdowns. That's all good news. The Front Porch Grill is all about home-cooked food and good friends. Put your feet under their table for breakfast, lunch, and supper. Front Porch Grill, Highway 14 in Millbrook, next to the food outlet. Buckle up. It's the law. From Montgomery Skywatch Traffic, this is Major Delay.
Riot Games has shocked the League of Legends community by announcing a new skin that costs over $400. This is part of their new Hall of Legends initiative, which celebrates the game's top players, starting with the legendary LCK player Faker. While fans were initially excited about the collaboration, the steep price tags have left many frustrated. Some pro players joked that such a pricey skin should come with a personal visit from Faker himself. Would you buy an expensive League of Legends skin?
The latest esports and gaming news. Find it online at checkpointxp.com.
Hulu is kind of hot this month with new shows, new movies, and all new seasons of your faves. Don't miss FX's Click, the
story of an NBA team's racial reckoning starring Lawrence Fishburne. Stream a new season of Shoresy, the underdog hockey comedy that might just knock your teeth out. Then catch the high-speed drama Ferrari starring Adam Driver and Penelope Cruz. Kick your streaming into high gear this month. There's so much new stuff to watch on Hulu.
Gold demand is skyrocketing to record highs. As more Americans rush to preserve their savings, will there be enough gold? I'm Dr. Ron Paul, and I believe physical gold is the only way to protect your 401k or IRA.
Good morning. Good morning.
Tangible security that can't be tracked, stolen, or inflated. That's why I strongly advocate for gold IRAs. To learn more, text the word HEDGE to 989898 now. Birch Gold Group will send you a free info kit on gold IRAs. Birch Gold is the only gold company I trust, and there are thousands of rave reviews to prove I'm not alone. So don't wait another second. Protect your retirement savings today and see how easy it is to move your IRA or 401k into physical precious metals. Text HEDGE to the number 989898 for your free gold IRA info kit. Again, HEDGE to 989898.
Message and data rates may apply.
Though the world is full of wonders to amaze you as you roam, some of life's greatest treasures are found very close to home. Ingram's Farmers Market and Garden has freshly baked casseroles, homemade jams, local fresh fruit and produce close to where you live, raised by folks you know. Ingram's Farmers Market and Garden, where you'll find more than just produce and the best barbecue in town, handcrafted gifts, antiques, and more. Located at 3740 Magnolia Drive in Millbrook. Stop in and stock up. Ingram's Farmers Market and Garden.
When someone drives up to your house, generally the first thing they see is your driveway, your invitation. Someday when you sell your home, your driveway will be the first to speak for how well you've maintained this investment. Hi, this is Tom Latham with Penny Earned and Concrete Technologies. Call us today for all of your concrete needs, your driveway and your swimming pool, as well as complete outdoor living areas, fire pits, fireplaces, stamped and patterned patios, retainer walls, and drainage systems to complete the outdoor living area. Our team's been together for many years, and our goal is to be the best. We have ideas to share and hundreds of pictures on Facebook posted for your viewing. For years you've seen our trucks in your streets and our signs in your neighbors' yards. Isn't it time you called 334-284-9292? And do follow us on Facebook for hundreds of pictures of current and past projects. Call Penny Earned today, 334-284-9292. 334-284-9292.
Penny Earned Concrete, beautiful changes.
Shannon, how can you let the people in Montgomery know about what Daddy does? You mean tell people he's a foot doctor? Yeah, a podiatrist. There's gotta be a way to spread the word about the surgeries he does and stuff. You mean like bunions and hammer toes? Yeah, and treating heel pain, burning in the feet, and corns. Like that time that lady had fungus in her toenails and they started looking better? I just want people to know that my dad, Dr. Brian Kelly, can be seen without a referral and he accepts most insurances. You should probably give them the phone number, 265-7585. Yeah, 265-7585. I just said that. Well, let's say it again. 265-7585. Maybe we should tell them our offices are in Montgomery and Greenville. You just did. Like us on Facebook at Greenville Foot Care. And remember, happy feet start here.
No representation is made as to the quality of podiatric services to be performed or as to the expertise of podiatrists performing such services.
News Radio 1440 is everywhere you are. On the radio, online at newsradio1440.com, and on our app. You can also listen on your smart home speaker. News Radio 1440.
Anybody know what the Austin One Foundation is? Anybody know what that is? I know I saw it on WSFA this morning. I didn't know what it is. Is that an autism thing or something? Anybody know? Anyway, let me know. Maybe we'll get them on the air or something like that. Anyway, okay, so we're gonna move along after I tell you the word. Okay, so the word is a strong desire to do or achieve something, typically requiring determination and hard work. Okay, again, one more minute. Somebody call me up, tell me what that defines. Anybody know? 860-1440. Come on now. I know I was the smartest guy in town, but I was just joking about when I said that. Okay, so somebody knows what that means? Really? Okay, I know you know what it means. You just want me to say it because you don't want to show me up. Okay, the word is ambition, which is something today. Wait a minute, maybe this guy knows right here. Did you know the answer? Ambition. But you know what though? That would work somewhat too. To be inspired means a strong desire to do something or achieve something. Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, yeah. Okay, okay. Long. Okay. All right then. Well, appreciate it. I think. Anyway, what is today? It's June 11th, the 162nd day of the year. It was on this day when Timothy McVeigh in 2001 was executed by injection at the federal prison in Terre Haute, Indiana, for the 1995 Oklahoma City bombing that killed 168 people. In 1770, Captain James Cook, commander of the British ship Endeavour, discovered the Great Barrier Reef off Australia by running into it. I wouldn't call that a discovery. I'd call that an accident. 1776, the Continental Congress formed a committee to draft a Declaration of Independence calling for freedom from Britain, but not brothers. Amen. Okay, we're just going to leave that alone. 1942, the United States and Soviet Union signed a Lend-Lease agreement to aid the Soviet war effort in World War II. Let me see what else. In 1947, the government announced the end of sugar rationing. And I personally, I think we want to raise extra money. We need a sugar tax in America. We do. That way, most of us won't be buying all that sugar stuff, and therefore, we won't get as many diseases like all that stuff. I keep hearing, diabetes. See, 1 minute people tell me eating sugar gets you diabetes, and then I'm told that it doesn't get you diabetes. So which one is it? That doctor in the house out there? So does just drinking and eating sugar give you diabetes or not? Because I heard that no. See, that's the only problem with the internet. You go in there trying to do research, and then what you don't realize is that when you click on the link, that's a sponsored link by somebody, and that's propaganda. So you don't know if it's real or not. So, okay, so can somebody give me the final conclusion? Does sugar create diabetes or not? Okay, 860-1440. Because I don't know what to believe anymore. It's kind of like Trump stole the election thing. I mean, they had people believing that. They got me believe. Okay, so I mean, now you probably shouldn't drink as many sodas. I can drink 15 sodas a day. I'm not doing that anymore because got diabetes. So they tell me you can't do that, but then they tell me I don't know what causes diabetes and what the hell is diabetes. Anybody know exactly what it is? I don't know what it is. I mean, it's one of those Z's, and when I was coming up, my mom and them used to call it sugar. I mean, when I was coming up, I do know one thing, though. When I went to see the doctor that one day at VA, they said mine was 750. Now, I don't think that's good if that's, so that I don't think it's been that high since then. So I don't know what it is, but depending on who you ask, you get a different definition of what it is. Anyway, good morning. Who's this? Hey, bro, what's up? Mm-hmm. Uh, so let me answer. So when diabetes is we're overworking the cells or something. I mean, is that what you mean? Okay. So how about okay? How about things that come naturally sweet, such as grapes, or apples, or something like that? I mean, that's right. Yeah. Yeah. Well, not true about the banana. Yeah, that's true. That's certainly true about the banana things. Yeah, I remember that. Okay. Okay. I mean, I hear people threaten you with you're gonna get diabetes, you're gonna get sugar, but I don't really know what it is because I've never felt bad in one day when they said I had diabetes. I said, okay, well, I don't feel it, but yeah, 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 that's what they say anyway. Yeah. Okay. Okay, well, I have now. You're glad to know that normally I buy a loaf of bread and I end up throwing over half the loaf away because I don't eat it and it turns green, and so I cut down my bread consumption. Well, boy, me and yeah, me and Doctor. Okay, okay, mhm. Okay. Of course, I still like sodas though. I mean, I just drink 15 a day. That's probably too many to drink. So I cut down on that. Maybe two a day or something like that. Yeah. Well. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Mm. Okay. Okay. Well, good. Well, hopefully I'll yeah. Now you got my attention. So I won't be drinking a whole lot of sodas anymore. But Hey, wait, Elijah. Okay, well, do that. Do that. Yeah, I appreciate it. All right, appreciate it. 860-1440 is the number here, 7:55 in the morning. Good morning. Who's this? Yeah. Well, that's what the doctor said. Doctor said, "Hi." Yeah, that's what he said. He said, "How you walking?" Said, cause yeah, to harass y'all." Well, you know what he did? Oh, now let me ask something. Does anybody at our age need to read it? Honestly, we know what we eating. I don't. I Exactly. We know what I know. Yeah. 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 But now, but wait a minute. Now, see, that's what I'm saying. You say sodium, but the guy just said sugar. Okay. Okay. So here's what the doctor told me. I was sitting in line with that. He said you can eat anything you want to in moderation. He said you can't. He said you can't overdo because you can't tell me having a candy bar every 6 months is going to give you diabetes. Yeah, I like it. Yeah, yeah. I drink a lot of Sprite, Sprite Zero. But then somebody told me that if you drink the zero sugar, but it tastes like sugar, then the body thinks it's sugar, and so it's going to start looking for it the same way it looked for sugar. Yeah, but it won't find it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, it was. I did when I did a couple weeks ago. It was like 3 something. So I'm working on it. Yeah, 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 yeah. I wouldn't take the medicine for 2 years. I said I'm not taking no pill every day, and then they gave me something called glipizide or something like that. I don't know what it was. Old people medicine, I guess is what it is. And it ain't really doing. It helps you lose weight actually. Yeah. Well, they listen. They would they they'll get motivated sooner or later to take the blood pressure medicine. They'll get motivated. I'm not taking more calls, but we will come back. Yeah. After a while, the brother will get motivated to take the pill that the doctor tell you to take. And I'll tell you why. Because it's hard on the brother. But you get ready to figure out a way to get your attention one way or another. And we'll be back. Hello, Mo Mito.
Good morning, I'm Fred Davis with the top of the news on Tuesday. Junior Daniel Lopez, Rio Lopez, focus right now is getting justice for victims' families. I have the DA's office with a backlog of more than 250 criminal cases. As for the victim fortune, Bureau and Daniel Lopez next Tuesday, the Capitol City Church Crime Stoppers is offering $5,000 reward with anything at 2 o'clock. Quick action by Montgomery Police put an accused bank robber behind bars within hours. Police were charged with first-degree robbery. It happened Monday morning on Carmichael Road near Federal Road at Wednesday. Nobody was hurt. That news on this Tuesday. I'm Jeff Davis for the news. WLWIAM, the home of the Ben Shapiro, and heard on 95.1 HD3 Montgomery, Latino's media station. This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by Progressive Insurance.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez. Secretary of State Antony Blinken is marching across the Middle East, hoping to secure a ceasefire deal between Israel and Hamas. Correspondent Abby McCormick is our coverage. Blinken in Jordan, which is hosting an emergency humanitarian Gaza.
Humanitarian access cannot wait for a ceasefire and cannot be subject to the political agendas of any party.
UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres welcomed the latest ceasefire proposal and urged to accept
the horror must stop. It's high time for a ceasefire along with the unconditional release of hostages.
The UN's Human Rights Office says circumstances surrounding last Friday's mission to free 4 Israeli hostages in Gaza may have violated international law, which Germany
On both might amount to war crimes.
cites the deaths of hundreds of Palestinians and Hamas holding the hostages in densely populated areas. Jurors of Hunter Biden's federal gun trial will begin their first full day of deliberations shortly. CBS's Scott McFarlane is at the courthouse in Wilmington, Delaware.
Hunter Biden is charged with 3 felony counts of illegally possessing a gun while a user and making false statements about his drug use when buying the gun in October 2018.
A U.S. appeals court in California will hear from lawyer Mariners Elizabeth Holmes today on her bid for a new trial. She was convicted of defrauding investors. CBS News legal analyst Ben Rosenbaum.
This is a huge time for the Theranos founder. Very rarely do appellate courts overturn criminal convictions, largely because they are so fact-specific, and courts don't like to disturb the verdicts of juries that heard the evidence. The lawyers are making a legal argument that the jury was prejudiced by evidence they should never have heard.
Aaron is serving an 11-year sentence. Seafood lovers, be sure you know where your clams and oysters come from. The FDA says shellfish from the waters of northern Oregon or southern Washington state could be contaminated with toxins that can lead to paralytic poisoning. It can damage human health. At least 31 people have gotten sick so far. Looking for a good deal, Oprah has chosen female newest book club. Author David Roblansky accepted the honors on CBS Mornings.
I was floored back in 2008. I was just completely dumbfounded at this point because I just didn't expect this to happen twice.
Miliaris is a prequel to his best-selling story of Edward Sawtell. This is CBS News.
Sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Protect your home and auto. Save when you bundle. Get a quote at progressive.com. That's progressive.com.
It's common knowledge that after age 30, our metabolism changes. We have energy and gain weight easier. There's a way to feel better, not in years or months, but sometimes in just days.
Of course, I tried everything. Working with a human health expert, we came up with Morning Kick. Morning Kick is a revolutionary new formula that combines all my favorite supplements into one daily drink.
Morning Kick probiotics can help you lose weight. Prebiotics for digestion, superfoods for muscles and joints, and powerful anti-aging supplements. It'll help you feel youthful, energized, and helps manage stress.
We're looking good than I have in years.
Go to roundhouseprovisions.com. Use code SAVE or take for 511 and claim 40% off. Roundhouseprovisions.com. Code SAVE.
Everything comes with our 90-day money-back guarantee. You could be feeling these changes within just a couple of days.
These statements are not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose sleep or was supposed to make an emergency landing after one. Looking at images of damage to the Austrian Marines, it's hard to believe the pilot made it with no injuries. The nose on the right is dented, and the cockpit windows have been rendered without impact marks. The plane was approaching Vienna when it encountered a thunderstorm that hadn't shown up on the radar. Passengers reported several minutes of turbulence and noise as the aircraft flew through the hailstorm. The pilot issued a mayday signal and landed the plane blind. CBS News said officials in Malawi said they found the record of a plane carrying the country's vice president and 900 people. No new survivors. The aircraft disappeared in bad weather yesterday. Photographs of many people standing in the foggy smoke and the debris. CBS News.
Trumpets my queen.
Yes, when the whole table. Downtown is art.
You're the first thing you see is your driveway. How well you own this investment. It's just not meetings. You go out there and do this, here. Be the best. Here you see smart speaker.
And welcome back, everybody. It's 8:09 in the morning. Issue there that I'm rich with. Good morning. Yes. Mhm. Really? But now that, and I guess I can kind of understand that because I gain a lot of weight. Every night at 2 o'clock in the morning, I get up and have a chicken to do. Yeah, get go to bed. Yeah. Now I try not to do it after 7, and you got me about 5 hours. Um, that may be something to try. I mean, you can't, you don't get no. You don't bring nothing. Yeah, right. But but now you have nothing to evacuate then. Yeah. Mm. I'm not trying to think about that. I don't know if I can go to the 2 o'clock thing, but I can't go to the 5 o'clock thing. I can't do that. I can do that. Yeah. Yeah. How about water? Water's good until yeah, water's good enough, right? Yeah. Okay. I mean, that's pretty much take your advice and, yeah. I, seven, about seven, no. 7, bad time, yeah. All right, I'll try it. I'll see what happens. I'll let you know. All right, yeah. I'll see what happens. I'll let you know. Here was an when the moon come up with said, what is it? He said, Montgomery's problems the brain can spread wide. And I can't stand Josh Moon's politics, but every once in a while he'll write something that gets my attention. He said, back, I want to make sure I get this article right. He said, back in 2013, the number with the murder rate of Montgomery rising, the newsroom boss at Montgomery Advertisers asked his reporters to go out to join into the community on both sides of the city and talking to people about what was going on. Because I know, because I was one of them. So for several days, I and several others at advertisers spent time simply walking around various neighborhoods and talking to people about the uptick in gun violence and their views on the problems of the city. One of the most startling things I heard was the unfamiliarity between the two communities. It was easy to separate the two based on race, but those two communities in 2013, especially today, were better defined by economics, working class on one side, the middle class on the other. Two ladies told me that their kids, who they had, were all around 10 to 12 years old and had no idea what East Chase Shopping Center was. They'd never been. It was just it was just across town, but might as well be 100 miles away. A group of black teenagers, about 10 to 12 in all, told me they hadn't spoken to a white person before. Two kids couldn't remember even holding a decent conversation with a white person in their entire life. We also reported quite a bit of Montgomery school system on the recurring issues with funding. 1 year, for the first month, a public high school in Montgomery didn't have enough desks for its students, which I don't understand. There were pictures of videos of children playing the wall of classrooms sitting on the floor. And it goes on and on and on and on and on and on. And it's an interesting perspective. But I will never ever agree that being poor is a reason for mediocrity. I will never accept that at all. There are a hell of a lot more people in the world than rich people, and yet still don't find a way to make it. Your economics has got nothing to do with your ability or willingness to learn and be upwardly mobile. It is called ambition. It is called what we do not in our society today. Is that favorite word of the day, ambition. Okay? So we we make rationalize not having, not being introduced to it, not people not understanding that the reason you always are, at least 50% of the reason is a guy or the girl who looks back in the mirror. We've been making excuses for mediocrity for so long, even in our schools. Money has money has little to do with your ambition. Little. As a matter of fact, if you have less money, you should be more motivated and more anxious to get out of the situation that you are. It motivated the hell out of me. When a guy came in the house one time, years and years ago, and look, he was able, because we were getting public assistance, he was actually able to come in the house, open our refrigerator, open up our cabinet, look at our house to see if we saw anything that was new in our house. You see, they knew that they didn't give us enough money to buy much of anything new. They gave you enough money to subsist on, and that would be bare. So they gave us food stamps back in the day, thank God. And they, I think we either went to the store, we went to some place and got a box of cheese or whatever they call that stuff, or they dropped it off at the house. I can't remember which one it was. All I know is we got the cheese and the food stamps. Okay? But the one thing my mother, even amongst all of our disagreements, from parent to son, to mother to son, she never took, she always expected A's. You know, now I will admit to you that I didn't always bring A's home. Some days I wrote D's every once in a while, because me and math were not good friends. I couldn't understand the mathematical equation, how they got the answer sometimes. But at the end of the day, she expected us to do our best. And we have to find the ambition within us to do the best. So, and this guy, that's me, you know, we all want to pin money as the point. There will always be poor people. Always. That's what the good book says. The poor will always be among you. But you don't have to be poor and rich. Okay? You don't have to be poorly. You should get the motivation. You want to be more than what you are, more than what you see. And sometimes public school makes the same excuses. Our kids come to school, with their clothes reeking of marijuana. Which means that if they're not smoking it, then some of their parents, and I'm talking about in high school and junior high, their parents are smoking. And back in the day, if you couldn't smoke the smelling of marijuana, somebody going to get in a car and they was at your house. Okay? Wondering what the world knows. Okay? So it seems to me that we've lost that definition of ambition. And the only way you get ambition back today in our schools for the most part, not all parts, but there are some kids who go to like regular traditional schools who do well. My son, but that's because he has a relationship who loves him and he has to make sure he does the best he can. But there are some people who don't. And there's where I blame the school. I blame schools for not recognizing when people have potential that's not being realized. Okay? So rather than work that harder, make it harder, we make excuses for it. We give it an IEP. How to diagnose it. And no doubt about it, there are some people out there that are a little slower than others. I was in that class. Back in the day. But it had nothing to do with medical reasons. I had a teacher one day. And this was Deardorff. And everybody who's got a teacher, they remember. Because if it were not for that teacher that you remember, you probably who you are today. I was with German. He hit me in the mouth one day. Shut up, she made an impression on me, though. And from that day forward, okay, I shut up more, and I didn't talk to much, and I listened more. Because somebody had the gravitas, had the willingness to get me straight. What's going on at home? Because I wasn't paying the mama those things. And that, again, there's a boys sometimes. Boys feel some people understand. There's one way to get a voice of people, whether it be school, jail, DYS. There's only one way to get them.
only one that, no matter what anybody says, I disagree and disagree with you. The way to be a boy or any male, you've got to, and he's got to know that you're going to lose that fight. He won't understand his feelings at that moment, but you help him to know to and you give him, and you give him respect by saying no. You gotta get it. And we're not done. We are powering out of the school. As a matter of fact, yesterday, I wasn't going to say anything about this, but I'm getting it. If I understand it, and if I do it wrong, I will apologize to the mayor, Mr. Martin, and everybody else in my city. Nothing didn't do yesterday wrong. I apologize to the that was supposed to be yesterday. I was very, very respectful. It seems, according to my young people that are out committing crime, if they're too old, if they're too young to go to jail, the police have been directed to take them home. Not to jail, to BYS, not to jail. So their punishment is to go home, in which they won't stay there long anyway. Again, I don't know if this is true, but yesterday I was told by an impeccable source that Montgomery police have been told that if you got these juveniles, you take them home. And we do have DYS. Well, you take them home, and they don't have any home training as the kids. All they're going to do is come back out in the street to the police leave. So if that's the SOP, which stands for Standard Operating Procedure. I don't know. Maybe our city council can tell us. Maybe again, this is the higher protectable store, which I will. You have to pull my fingernails out of my finger, and I still won't tell you who it is. If that in fact is true, then there's no wonder why we have so much this justice being put in the Alabama Reporter. Money is money. I'm sorry. See, I didn't have money. We didn't have money. There's a hell of a lot of poor people in America who don't have money. And yet, still, our kids are not out there beating people up, shooting, killing people, going to gas station and mobile and walking around with AK-47. Ain't sick. Didn't have much money. As a matter of fact, if you don't have money, you need to work even harder. Anyway, 8-14-14, good morning.
Absolutely true. I agree with you. But I will. I only got a slight disagreement with you. I believe that sometimes there are some things that just don't have the ability, whether out of neglect or the willingness to be a good parent. I think public school plays a bigger part in this than we make them, because discipline, if you not get it at home and you don't get it from school, the next thing you're gonna run into it is either police or jail or prison. And so I think right. Mhm. Well, there lies another problem. The value that your son, if you want to be a girl, he can be one. I don't know if that's a value I need taught in public school. Okay. Yeah, well, no, that's biological choice, and it was already made for you when you came out your mother's womb. I appreciate you calling. Appreciate you calling. First time calling. I think I heard from you. So we'll be back after this. 8:29 in the morning. Right on News Radio 4.
Because we just got another nice donation from Montgomery Mayor Stephen Reed. Thank you so much for coming out and donating. It means a lot.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you for all that you do. And we're always proud to support the food bank and the mission that they have to serve so many people. Not only
Middle-class Americans say they're struggling financially for both gas for air. Americans feeling pessimistic about their finances amid ongoing inflation. Biden administration now is cementing in their latest rule to force electric vehicles that cost a fortune more that Americans don't want into your driveway because they locked in a weakened fuel economy standard on Friday. Experts are still describing the final version of this as stringent, designed specifically to force electric vehicles on Americans who don't want them. From coast to coast, from sea to shining sea, it's the Sean Hannity Show.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential, but finding those people can be a major hassle, unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. And right now you can try it for free at ziprecruiter.com/free. With ZipRecruiter, one click sends your job to hundreds of top job sites. But more than that, ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies the candidates with the skills you need, sends you a list of great matches to review, then actively invites them to apply for your job. And the results speak for themselves. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. That's right, the first day. Now you can focus on your business and let ZipRecruiter do the work finding the best people for you. See for yourself. Experience the ease, efficiency, and power of ZipRecruiter for free. Just go to ziprecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Well, I can't call you at 7.
That's why LifeLock monitors millions of data points every second. If your identity is stolen, it'll fix it. Save up to 40% your first year with promo code PLAY at LifeLock.com.
But I did call.
Go with your gut. Your dog's immune system is based in the gut. A diet lacking in nutrients can cause itching, scratching, and a weak immune system. However, there is a solution.
I gotta go back on here, but I did call.
Dinovites. It took a grand total of 2 weeks. The dog stopped itching, the hair stopped falling out. Try Dinovite for free. Just pay shipping and handling. Learn more at dinovite.com.
Flash Radio. Happier, healthier with every bite. Over 1 million pets helped with Dinovites.
You ride your bicycle for fun, transportation, and exercise. Stay safe on the road. Alabama law says vehicles should give a minimum of 3 feet when passing. Anything can happen when riding a bike. Branches, even car doors. Ooh, the Montgomery Bicycle Club is asking drivers, stay wider of the rider. Pass a bike like you'd pass a car. Space saves lives. Learn more at mgmbikeclub.org and on social media. Stay wider of the rider.
My wife and I enjoyed a wonderful dinner last week with friends we hadn't seen in a long time. The next day, we received
and care for those who have lost someone to a senseless crime such as gun violence. And so we're coming together as a city and the families of Montgomery to show that we care about those who are having to deal with the loss of a loved one.
And so you work constantly with the victims of gun violence and their families. Talk to us just about, have you guys started to see an increase of more and more families coming to you guys this year?
We're beginning to build out better and begin to serve our community and our families a lot more often. So we reach out to them. We're there for funeral services and things like that, doing our best to support them as they see need. Of course, it's a very sensitive time.
Okay, we're back. I was listening to Keith Moore over there, the Office of Violence Prevention on Channel 12. There, I hate to say that, that's got to be the most useless office in town. I mean, that's got to be the most useless. Listen, the spirit is willing, but now since that's not doing what they want to do, now we want $6 million to do something else. Okay, like the lady said a few minutes ago, we got to stop telling our kids they can't and tell them that they can. We know you're poor, and life ain't fair to you, and it's not your fault. Well, it is your fault. If you quit school, you don't get a high school diploma, which is the first thing. It is your first major task in your life is to finish school. Okay, get a GED or something. You need to accomplish something, because if you start your life out with quitting, with failure, then failure is what you're going to be used to. Okay, failure is what you're going to be used to. Being a member of Hope Inspired Ministries, I've seen people who stopped, but realized somewhere along the line that they are responsible for who they are. And sometimes all they need is a little help. And so I tell people, listen, ask for help. But the Office of Violence Prevention, that's a useless organization. I guess everybody needs a job, but that's a useless one. You know what the Office of Violence Prevention should be? Every church on every corner. Seriously, every church on every corner is part of the Office of Violence Prevention, and even they don't seem to be able to get it done. So listen, it was we could use that money. I don't know what we could use that money for, but maybe it serves some purpose. But I don't know. But I just don't know. It's useless. Okay. But hey, I don't know. Some people may say talk radio hosts are useless too. So everybody's got their opinion. 860-1440 is the number here you want to give us a call. 860-1440. What is ever on your mind this morning? I'm not a naysayer, but if the good Lord's word won't do it, then why is spending more money on another government entity to not do it? It just doesn't do it. It just doesn't do it. I mean, now I think the concept is great. I think the concept is great. I think if we had a place where kids who were getting bullied or a place where people thought about doing violence to somebody and they go down there and get some counseling, I'm more in favor of something like that than to make us think that you're going to stop violence because you got an Office of Violence Prevention. I'm sorry, that dog ain't gonna hunt. Hey, let me go to the phone right quick, guys. Good morning. Who's this? Fine, fine. All right. Well, good for you. Good for you. That's a beautiful city. Yeah, when you get to, I know, but when you get the first light bill, gas bill, mortgage payment, you'll come back. Yeah. Okay then. Well, I think they got a little bit too many to take care of. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. I've been making it, man. We're trying to figure out how to motivate our young people to be better than what they are, and don't blame being poor as a reason to do crime or to not succeed. I just think this is crazy. I don't know. But who can't? We feed it. You're right, right. But we feed them, so hell, they ain't got to afford lunch no more. The government feeds everybody. But I ain't mad at it. If I'm hungry, I want to eat. I don't care where it came from. Yeah, yeah. Hmm. Mm. But that's up to the individual, though. But not the phone. That's like blaming guns for everybody getting shot. I'm blaming the people that not the guns and not the. Although I do think we need some sort of control, but I don't know what that looks like. But you can't blame. Well, I agree that yeah. Well, some of us would, some of us wouldn't. I do believe that we are fixated on it because this is the first time in history that we have had the ability the ability to to talk to, learn about anything that we wanted to learn about in a matter of seconds. You know, yeah. I mean, so all right, uh, okay, all right. We gotta take a break. Appreciate it. All right, we'll be back right after these messages.
Take a 2 minute break, come turn my other screen
News
on.
Radio 1440.
Sponsored by Allstate.
Do you know what I get for a service call?
Kevin.
I mean, really, y'all know what I get?
Not one based on anyone else.
Okay then.
So if you drive safely, you can save money. Good to know. Visit allstate.com or call for a quote today.
Lower humidity has arrived. It is actually a comfortable morning down in the 60s. Today will be very warm again, but the humidity stays low. We're up around 89 degrees with a mix of sun and clouds. Tonight, comfortable again down into the 60s with a few clouds around, and we'll have a mix of sun and clouds again tomorrow with highs in the lower 90s, still low humidity. Then the heat is on, mid and upper 90s Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. That's your first alert forecast. I'm meteorologist Tyler Seabury for News Radio 1440.
Montgomery Skywatch traffic brought to you by Sons Automotive, family owned, family driven on News Radio 1440.
Hello, Montgomery. Right now, things are looking good. Nothing's being reported by the authorities that would send anyone on an alternate route. Keep listening, and we'll keep you posted. Trenton State Community College is your ticket to building a solid foundation for higher education or accelerating your career. Enroll today at TrentonState.edu. Classes start August 23rd. Buckle up, it's the law. For Montgomery Skywatch traffic, this is Major Delay.
With just a couple of clicks on Amazon, your items come to your door in a day or two. With just a simple phrase to your Alexa smart speaker, your favorite talk shows come to your speaker in seconds. Alexa, play News Radio 1440.
Paid for by Christian Care Ministry.
You know, a lot of times you have to choose between something high quality or something that saves you money. But if you could get both, why not? Especially when it comes to healthcare, and that is MediShare. You get both. Many families save $500 a month with MediShare, and that's huge. But it's also true that people wind up way more satisfied too. The member satisfaction rate for MediShare is double that of the typical health insurance plan. Double. That's because MediShare works. It has for more than 30 years. It's a community of Christians who have shared more than $5 billion of each other's bills. People love having telehealth. They love the huge PPO network. So, yeah, really, you can save a ton, like it better. Imagine being happy with how you're taking care of your health care. So if you're self-employed or part of the gig economy, or you just want a plan you're happy with, you can call right now and get a price in 2 minutes. Here's the number. Just call 855-51-BIBLE. That's 855-51-BIBLE, 855-51-BIBLE.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same but is 95% cheaper? And you can get it online at hims.com/radio. Through HIMS, you'll get a free medical consultation to determine the ED medication that's best for you. Discreet shipping if prescribed, a 100% online process, and a range of treatment options, including trusted generic alternatives to the name brands, at up to 95% off. ED is personal, and at HIMS, so is treating it. Just go to hims.com/radio and get connected to a licensed medical provider online for free, with zero copay, no expensive appointments, and no awkward face-to-face conversations. To start your free online visit, you need to go to this exclusive address, hims.com/radio. That's hims.com/radio for your free online visit. hims.com/radio.
When someone drives up to your house, generally the first thing they see is your driveway, your invitation. Someday when you sell your home, your driveway will be the first to speak for how well you've maintained this investment. Hi, this is Tom Latham with Penny Earned and Concrete Technologies. Call us today for all of your concrete needs, your driveway and your swimming pool, as well as complete outdoor living areas.